Everyone is overlooking the incredible impact Mira has. But why? Well, with superstar teammates like Yatoro, Collapse, and the rest of the crew, it's hard to stand out. I analyzed all of Team Spirit's matches from TI to understand why Mira isn't getting the same praise that his teammates get. And that's when I realized, Mira has one of the most interesting playstyles that I've ever seen for a position 4 player. Typically, the position 4 will roam around the map and apply pressure in the form of ganks, and you'll usually see them take up space to farm a key item or two relatively early on. In return, this allows them to apply an even greater amount of pressure and become a significant threat to their enemies. But this is where Mira differentiates himself in a very subtle and significant way, by flipping this traditional playstyle on its head. Mira plays for his team, not for himself. Seldom will you find him doing something for his own gain when he could instead be doing something for his teammates. And you can see this in the first 5 to 10 minutes of almost any of his matches, the laning phase. Mira does what I call playing the map. What I mean by this is focusing on objectives on the map which help catapult your own lead, rather than spending time oppressing the enemies to stunt their growth. For example, in the laning phase, you could stay static in your lane for the first 10 minutes or so to try and disrupt the enemy carry's farm, or to try for kills on them or their support. This is a typical approach for a lot of players, but not for Mira. In the early game, there are lots of opportunities to play the map that you can focus on as a support. 3-minute bounty runes, 4 and 6-minute power runes, as well as the 6-minute bounty rune, 7-minute wisdom runes, and all the times in between where you could be stacking. This is what Mira tends to focus on and is a big reason why he doesn't get much recognition. These errands he runs around the map for his team aren't flashy or spectacular to watch, but they do have a huge impact, allowing his teammates to amass a significant advantage going into the early mid-game. And this is where Mira showcases another example of extremely high awareness and game understanding. But again, it goes under the radar. The art of baiting. This is a very fine line that, if done incorrectly, could throw an entire teamfight. Mira is a whiz at making space and forcing the enemy's hand in teamfights or the moments leading up to one. You can often see him being focused by multiple enemies only to narrowly make it out, opening up game-winning opportunities for his teammates. In Dota, and teamfights specifically, if you commit time and spells on an enemy hero, only to have them live and make it away safely, this typically puts you in an extremely disadvantageous position. And at the highest level of Dota, your enemies know exactly how and when to capitalize on these minute opportunities, punishing you like there's no tomorrow. So Mira will bait the enemies to go on him, make it out alive, have his team come in to punish the enemy, clean up, get the rampages and Reddit threads praising them, and again, Mira's play that set it all up is completely overlooked. The ability to do this is a clear indication that Mira has a wonderful understanding of the game and the limits his heroes have. The beautiful thing about Team Spirit and their players is that they know what it takes to win games, even if that means breaking the stereotypes of a role. Mira plays position 4, but the funny thing is, I'd say his playstyle is more often akin to a position 5, with Maposhka being the one to take up space, get some items, and play for pickoffs. Mira's playstyle is extremely sacrificial for a position 4 player compared to the traditional greedier position 4 playstyles that we so often see. And although Mira might not get the chance and praise that his teammates get, I like to think that he's okay with that, because at the end of the day, he can go to sleep as a 2-time TI winner knowing he's set his team up for all that success and praise. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun putting it together. If you did enjoy, consider giving it a like and subscribing if you're new here. Also, let me know what you all think. Is Mira overlooked? Or maybe you think a different player is even more overlooked? Be sure to join my Discord community where you can chat about Dota with like-minded chill people, as well as find others to play with in your rank and region. Also, I've been streaming my solo queue games and I've really enjoyed getting to know some of you in chat, so I'd love to see you stop by and say hi. Links in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope you learned something new with me.